So how do you attach your Mojector to a flash? And then how do you attach all of that onto a stand? Well, first of all, I prefer to use the Godox AD200 with the Fresnel lens for my flash. You can use a regular speedlight. This is built to fit just a standard speedlight head, which basically the AD200 with the Fresnel head on is. And I've got that mounted on that right now. You just want to make sure, let me just rotate this, that you have your flash head inside of the elastic Velcro strap. Make sure it's in there nice and snug, and then pull that through, snug it up tight, and connect it. Now we're pretty tight. Taking this down on top of the stand here, hang on. And when I use the AD200, I mount it to the stand using one of the 1/4-20 ports that's built into the AD200. I feel like that gives me a little bit better balance because this is a little bit heavier flash. And if I were to have this thing go down, I want it to go down on the cheaper little $50 lens I've got on the front here than on my $300 flash. So I can mount that either on the side here if I want to do a vertical shot, which you can do. There's no reason with a projector like this that you have to always show it panoramic. You can set it up vertically. In some of the examples I show, I've got this set up vertically. The other way you can do it is attach it to the bottom, and then now we're more in landscape panoramic mode. Either way works. Depends on how you want to use it, depends on what graphic you're using and how you want that to look in the background. So now that I've got that attached, I can attach my lens. Here I'm using a standard EOS mount lens, and then I can drop in whatever slide I want, and the slides fit into the little slide holder. Now with the basic kit that comes with the Mojector, they're strips. They're strips that are basically have a 35mm size graphic on the inside. It fits into these little clips here. You can use a standard mount 35mm slide, and that's actually what I include in my geometric collection. They're standard mount 35mm slides that fit into that slide mount on the inside. You fit that in, let's grab one. Show you what we're talking about here. So we'll grab one of these, drop it in, make sure it's in there nice and snug. Ta-da! Drop that in. We're ready to rock and roll. So you can also attach to the bottom of the Mojector. So let's just take this out. We'll take our little brass dongle monkey thingy here. I guess it's called a spigot. I think we can attach this way as well. And this is probably the preferred way to do it if you're using a speed light, and still has good balance this way too. So use it whatever way seems to balance best for you, seems to work best for your flash and lens combination. The only problem if you attach it to the bottom of the Mojector is you're pretty much set up for just landscape or panoramic, unless you're using an umbrella adapter like I have here. You can tilt that, loosen up the spigot, rotate everything into vertical mode. And this, I can feel the AD200 sliding a little bit. So that's why I'm not a big fan of using something like the AD200 with the Mojector attached to the stand. I want to attach the AD200 to the stand and attach the Mojector to the AD200. Does that make sense? With a speed light that's probably half the weight of the AD200, it's going to be just fine. So let's bring that back up and be a little safer with it. So the next question is, what height do I use it? Kind of depends on what angle I'm using it at. A lot of times I will put it on a low stand and set it right behind my subject and shine it up center of the wall. That way I'm going to get the least amount of distortion. However, sometimes distortion in perspective is really cool. So I will take this off to the side and maybe use it on a stand like this and use it about waist high, or use it head high, or use it lower. I play around until I get the graphic on the background the way I want it to look, and then I put my subject into the scene. So that way it gives me a lot of flexibility and creativity on how I can take especially the geometric patterns and do something a little different with them. So hopefully I give you some ideas on how to set this up, because it's not always necessarily intuitive. So I wanted to do a quick video to show that to you and let you be on your merry way and creating some really cool stuff with your Mojector. Thanks for watching.